But now I understand why Trump is so adamant about questioning the results of this election. Because I think he is in serious legal jeopardy should he leave office. And here is the former FBI Director Andrew McCabe.
And that the next leading theory, other than just payback, is he wants a lot of stuff from the Russia investigation declassified because he's been told by Nunes and others, the more comes out, the more it will look like you were framed. What's the risk there if a lot of stuff comes out? We've talked about sources and methods, but let me reverse the question. From your knowledge, is there anything that could come out that people would look at it and say, wow, I can't believe they ever included the president in this analysis?
Now, the Southern District of New York is exactly what's going to get him, and it's probably going to be on tax fraud. Not the treason that he should be tried for, because I'm calling it right now, 90% certain. Donald Trump resigns before January the 20th and pardons himself, or has Mike Pence pardon him and his family. The only hang-up to that is if Pence, for some reason, doesn't want to do it. And I can't imagine why he wouldn't. But now that's the reason why it's going to be the Southern District of New York that gets him, because I don't believe that our federal government, especially headed by Joe Biden, is going to do it. And that was one of the reasons why I said, I'm all about the Kamala Harris pick for VP if we're going to prosecute the criminal administration that came before this one. But that's never going to happen. They are never going to hold him accountable, even if he doesn't pardon himself. Would never happen. But I do totally believe the Southern District of New York is going to get him.
He and his people clearly did nothing.
There is some very, very serious, very specific, undeniable intelligence that has not come out.
Now remember, he knows. This was the director of the FBI. Acting director at one point in time. He knows for a fact what they have on Trump.
That if it were released, would risk compromising our access to that sort of information in the future. I think it would also risk casting the president in a very negative light. So would he have a motivation to release those things? It's almost incomprehensible to me that he would want that information out. I don't see how he spins it to his advantage, because quite frankly, I don't believe it's flattering.
You think there's more bad stuff about him that we don't know?
There is always more intelligence. There was a lot more in the intelligence community assessment than what was ever released for public consumption. I mean, the original version of that report was classified at the absolute highest level I have ever seen. You're talking about top secret, compartmentalized, code word stuff, and it would be tragic to American intelligence collection for those sources to be put at risk.
Andrew McCabe, thank you so much for questions.
I don't care if it puts him at risk. I want to know what you have on him. I want to know what this damning evidence is. Now, here is Steve Bannon on, I guess this is his show, Steve Bannon's War Room.
What is the attitude out there in the influencers right now and other people that are part of the Twitterverse? Are they, because quite frankly, I don't, Twitter's really not my thing. I mean, we use it on the thing, so when take it down, it's like
fraud's his thing.
But I know why they took it down, because of the great job you guys did of putting up. And we've got news for Jack Dorsey and the Biden crime family. All of your stuff's coming out in living color, and we're going to go.
The Biden crime family. This motherfucker, currently under indictment for fraud, is talking about the Biden crime family.
Through and highlight how you sold your country out. Okay, we're going to go through. It's his voice. And by the way, up on stage, can we show the photograph up on stage, hugging on the? I mean, have they?
They are shameless. Absolutely shameless. If I had been indicted for scamming people out of money, I would not show my face on a stream, YouTube show, whatever the hell this is. Absolutely shameless. Out here talking about the Biden crime family. Now, I will say, Steve Bannon, you have a nice hairline. I wish I had your hair, dude.
Ever responded to the text about the inappropriate behavior of the, and you would have the gall to have that scumbag, and your son's a total scumbag, complete scumbag. Sold his country out, sold the Navy out, sold enlisted men out, right?
Do go listen to the, I think there's a Behind the Bastards podcast on Steve Bannon. The gall he has to talk about selling your country out. This motherfucker has a resume full of questionable people that he has worked for.
Sold veterans out. This is the product of you, Joe Biden, right? And Jill Biden. This is the product of you. Sorry about getting personal, but this is reality. And to have him up on stage is revolting. I noticed you brought him up on stage after the voting. After the voting ended and you lost, and then in for the steal, that's when you brought him up on stage. But a special prosecutor should be assigned to that immediately to go through the receipts. And we're going to put it all up in living color.
I can't believe it. I don't even know what else to say about that.